Kaboom! Yo! These are the big bad selector.
Gregory Fabulous.
Real Talk Wednesday.
Real Talk.
Yeah, Gregory Fabulous. Yeah, Gregory Fabulous. Yeah, Gregory Fabulous.
An hour a day with the Dread UK, Monday to Friday. On Monday,
Reggae Traffic.
on Tuesday,
Retro and Revival.
on Wednesday,
Real Talk.
on Thursday,
Promote the thing.
on Friday.
Feel Good Friday.
The Dread UK Production YouTube channel. Real talk and real music right here.
Yeah, Gregory Fabulous.
Hi, my name is Verna Morgan, and when I'm in town, I listen to Gregory Fabulous. Keep it locked.
Well, this is Tasha T representing for Gregory Fabulous. We're never cantangerous, so keep it locked and don't touch that dial.
I listen to y'all at work. I listen to you in my car.
Gregory Fabulous.
Gregory Fabulous.
Gregory Fabulous.
Yeah, man. You're listening to Gregory Fabulous. Oh, yeah. I Gregory Fabulous, I play.
Gregory Fabulous. Fabulous.
I listen to y'all at work. I listen to you in my car.
Gregory Fabulous.
Gregory Fabulous.
Gregory Fabulous.
Yeah, man. You're listening to Gregory Fabulous. Oh, yeah.
So what they fighting for? Everybody wants. So I say now. So when some belly fool, some people still starve. Hey, and you know the ones them at the top, no poor people them not helping. No, a Babylon system, of all it is in schism, of all this bad mind living now. Oh, who had now? A Babylon system, of all it is in schism, yeah. Of all this bad mind living now. Oh, it's time to make a change. Yes, it's time to rearrange. Lord of mercy. Yes, it's time to make a change. Ooh, yeah. Yes, it's time to rearrange. When there's a will, there's a way. So listen what I say. You shoulda know it's tough enough already. So why can't we just help each other out? Yeah. You shoulda know it's tough enough already. Well, so why are we fussing and fighting each other down? So listen what I say. A Babylon system, of all its ism, schism, of the bad mind living now. Oh, who yeah now? A Babylon system, and of this bad mind living, of all this silly fighting now. Oh, you gotta make a change. Listen to me. I said we got to rearrange. I said we got to make a change. I said we got to rearrange.
Yes, greetings, manners, and welcome. Greetings, manners, and welcome. Welcome to today's Real Talk. Yes, it's all about the Gregory Fabulous audio biography. Yeah, man, I'm gonna give you where how I've came up in the music and give you the story from the beginning. So large up to all of the people them inside the VIP room already. Big up yourself, each and every one of you seen. Let's just go through that. Large up to all of my viewers and subscribers. Large up to all of those who's taking in the story afterwards and not here live at the moment. Yeah, don't know, say if you've not hit that subscribe button, do hit the subscribe button, and then you can be informed about being here when we're live. You don't see it. Yeah, man, you don't know. So large up to who have I got in the room here so far? We've got Bluebird, we've got Mandy, we've got Humble Traveller One, we got Josephine, we got Steve Rowe. Yeah, I know there was some more in there. I think I saw Bluebird in there. Yes, I did. Welcome, Bluebird. Welcome all of you. I don't know, so yeah, the whole of the Massive and Crews here. So we'll just get straight into it. Well, you don't know, say, as you all know, I'm Gregory Fabulous, and I'm a chap like this. I speak my mind. I don't really mince my words too tough, but of course, you know, when you're in this sort of thing, and you know, you're out there, your face is out there. You're a singer, you're a songwriter, I'm a broadcaster, and a producer of music. So the story started at the beginning. Like, you know, I was born the 22nd of August 1967, giving away my age there. But yeah, from ever since coming onto this earth, it's always been this strange connection from when I met up with a musical instrument. It was just fascination with it, you know. So you see, like how some of the kids nowadays, you know, you give them a computer game or even your phone, they run rings around your phone and this and that. Now, that was the same effect with me as a young child coming up around musical instruments. So that was the thing I just was fascinated with. You know what I mean? From real, for real, for real. So you don't know, say. So the reason why I'm giving this story here is because, you know, when you're outspoken, other people who don't like the truths you talk, yeah, they would spread different rumors about you and this and that and whatever. So people who carelessly don't know me will probably follow them. So we're going to get it true and get it right from the start here, through the eyes of the lens of me and my life in this music business. So like I said, I was born on the 22nd of August 1967, and you know, from a young age been interested in music. Now the real interest came to me when my aunties then was emigrating and they left the guitar, so I've taken charge of this guitar, and I was just plucking bass lines where you hear music and trying to find out the notes. It was all interesting stuff at the time. And even like at a young age, I made my first drum kit out of pots and pans. Yes, folks, out of pots and pans. Used to drive mum mad every minute, knocking the table, finding beats. And this is how I was from a young age. And, you know, I made my first drum kit and then done a performance in primary school with me and my friend. He was playing the xylophone and I was playing my pot drum kit. And we was out there and we did this in assembly. In primary school, it was like a big thing, and it's first little accolades for doing something in a crowd. I thought, oh, you get good power from this, you know what I mean? Then as a youth, you have to grow. I used to have to go to church. So you don't know, say every time when we used to go to church, my nemesis was like, oh gosh, man, I got to read out a passage out of the Bible. So my reading skills wasn't too great. I'll tell you the truth. It was a problem. It was like you started stammering. You get the Bible and you got to read your passage now in front of your peers. You can see all your friends going, look there, Gregory can't read. Look. Yeah. So this is how I was feeling away when I used to go to church. But you know, they used to have in the Pentecostal church where I grew up, they used to have a thing where they used to have an event called convention. Now, them time then now, convention used to run all day through the 6 weeks holidays, yeah, in the summer. And certain times now, when like the bigger folks was all going to have lunch and dinner and all them things there, the drum kit and all of that was set up. So like there was me and a few little guys who can play instruments as well, Mikey and Gary and them people there. Big up Mikey and Gary them. So from them times in now, we was in church, I would get round the drums, Mikey would get the bass and Gary get the guitar, and yeah, we're playing some reggae music in the church. Yo, may I tell you, and it was going on good, you know, we're all in the beat, and then you hear the big deacons and say, oi, what I do as little boy? You know, so we don't want them kind of thing in here. Yeah, and that was my first love of reggae. So anyway, fast forwarding from that, we was discovered as a young band from church. Yeah, like there was a guy named Eric Gordon. I don't know if he's still alive now. And he had a brother who used to go to the church, and he must have seen us playing music as youths and must have tell him brother and scouted us. And then Tutus now, there was the emergence of a boy band named Curfew. Yeah, and that consisted of I and I Bridging there, nowadays known as Super C, as the drummer at the time. Big up yourself anyway you're there. You had Mikey Grant as the bassy and vocalist. You had Gary Grant as a guitarist. You had myself as a guitarist. And at the time, when I was around there, you had Henry Zeb playing keyboards. And yeah, we was a young band, promising young band going through. And, you know, Curfew, we was doing some gigs, had to get special permission to go and do these gigs because, you know, we wasn't allowed. And this was the thing, coming from a Christian background, it was a different fight to go out there. Could you imagine the manager trying to talk to my mum, who's staunch Christian, about to make me go out there to go play a show at night time? No, it weren't so easy. They get through with some of it certain time. So as we move on, there was a product from that boy group there, because there was a story behind that, because at the time in question, there was a guy who come round and he was looking to sign young bands at the time. And he came down to where we was to sign us as a band named Curfew. But of course the elders them didn't like that. Shh. Yeah, let's just set the mic. Yeah, the elders them weren't having it. Welcome to the place, Manu. Yeah, the elders weren't having it. So what happened was they refused him. So he went to Birmingham and signed a young group called Musical Youth. But yeah, we was the young group there at the time, so you know what I mean. That was the era of the time. Then we had a TV show as well where the drummer did write he wrote to Jim'll Fitz It at the time. Cause Jim'll Fitz It was the man, believe it or not. Even contrary to all the things what was going on, you write to him and he'll get you on TV shows. So that's what happened with the band Curfew. They got onto this children's program called Free Time, but at the time I was not allowed to go because I'm coming from single parent family. So by that time then now I'm sneaking out to play music. My mum could not know that I was going to rehearsal after they done cuss off the manager and one bag of thing. So this time here now, when they was on the TV, I certainly couldn't go and make my mother see me on no TV after disobeying. So I had to stay in and watch my colleagues on the TV. I could tell you the atmosphere in my mother's house at the time was dread as a young man who loved music. Anyway, this is I'm going to give you a little example of that era, and then we're going to fast forward into the next part of the emergence of Gregory Fabulous. So take a listen to this scene. This was a tune called You Know, and it was done by Curfew, the den band what I was a part of. Yeah, there's a young man by the name of Troy who's singing it as well. Yeah, man, and you don't know, so all of the other people who I mentioned is in this and on this track. Take a listen to this, folks, before we move on. Large up to all of the original Curfew massive them, you know. Large up to all of those who passed through afterwards as well, because it was a group like that. Big up Gilbert, big up Marvin. Can't remember who else passed through. A good few people passed through. Yeah, so this was the early days, you know, in the band Curfew. Yeah, he was a talented young singer at the time. Believe you me, he was 12 at the time of singing this tune here. Henry was the oldest member in the band. But I was 13 at the time. At them time there, the drummer was 9 years old. Believe it. We was the talent. Easy Super C. Yeah. Yeah, the early experiences of going to a recording studio. And believe you me, for all of you young guys there who just, you know, nowadays you go to the studio and then you're going in there and rehearsing your tune. Hey, do you know how much rehearsal we had to do before going to studio? Believe you me, it was like pack your pack lunch, you're going studio. And the amount of rehearsals what we did, you're going in there to record tune. You're not going in there to rehearse. So you know, say it was serious business at the time. Yeah, man. Mark Angelo's studio in Farringdon that did record. Back in the day, that was the big studio. That's the first time I see speakers in the wall and the carpets on the walls and all of that. It's amazing stuff, I'm telling you. Anyway, moving on from that, because you know, say, I've got quite a bit to try and fit into this hour a day. You don't know, say, I saw the thing set, yeah? So, as we're moving on from that now, let me just look on my little list of notes, what I was there making. Yes, we've covered that, we've covered that, we've covered that. And we've come up to the era of me leaving Onyx Band. Well, yeah, it just sort of drifted away from that. And, you know, now I've reached about 15, 16 sort of thing, 14, 15, around that time. Anyway, so around the local area in Battersea where I was, where a lot of these episodes was going on, well, for me anyway, yeah, they built a community centre in the park. Yeah, round about 83 or something like that. So me and a group of other people, we went in there and we had some instruments. Yeah, we applied to the Prince's Trust and got some money and bought some equipment in there, and then we formed the band name Onyx. Now, this band here had 3 lead singers, and it had a few more other musicians. A lot of the music that was written by the artist them. Aston Essen was one of them, Winsome Burrell was another one, and Dion Palmer. Yeah, those were the 3 lead singers for our band Onyx. Winsome went on to do some whole heap of things. Big up Winsome anywhere you're there. You don't know, so she made a lot of hits in the UK reggae business under the fashion label. Aston Essen's still out here doing his thing same way. You don't know, so in that era, me personally was the man that was responsible for putting the music to the lyrics, which arose from one of these individuals who was doing the writing at the time and responsible for the voices of our sound. So yeah, that was an era of doing that, and that was a time when, as a young man as well, they used to have the Inner London Education Authority, and they used to pay me, £15 an hour to run a music class in a community centre. I've not left school yet, and that was quite good. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm getting money for what I like. It's like amazing. I was like, this is like a dream come true. And then I had the opportunity to do a session where I was a guitarist, because I used to play a few musical instruments. I used to play bass and guitar and beat the drums and maybe play 2 keys on a keyboard or something. But basic, you know what I mean? Anyway, I got called by one of the famous producers round the area at the time, and them man, they was responsible for bringing most of the Jamaican music into England, and them man, they Piggy Burt. Yeah, man. Them man, they booked me for going in a studio session on this album with various artists. Sugar Mine, it was on it, and a few people. And I was playing guitar on it down in a studio in TMC. Get pure money too. And I'm saying, as a young you, I'm feeling good. It might have been little monies, but for a you, I'm feeling good. Anyway, moving on from that. So we had some successes with that, and then the singers then moved on to other things as well. And then gradually the band disbanded. Everybody had their different lives. But for me, music was still a part of, and very much a part of my life. So fast forwarding from that now, we had a few years had passed, done a few things, done sessions with bands and all of that, and then met up with another group of individuals who was around the end same way. 2 of the man them was from the original band what I mentioned, Curfew, and another brethren was a brethren who I was always moving up and down with, and he was the actual bassy in Onyx. So yeah, together now we come together. One man buy one piece of equipment and the next man buy a piece of equipment, and I had this little workstation keyboards, and I'm saying, do you know, if we was to get all of them equipment together, we got a studio. So I was the middleman to sort of link them man there with this man and them, and everything came together, and then that was the emergence of Rough Beat Studio. Now with Rough Beat Studio, that was going through the 90s era now. So we had a few hits. We had a hit with Beris Bassa, Baby Love, that went to number 2 in the Echo charts. Them time that they used to do the charts in reggae. Black Echoes came to our studio, snapped pictures of us, doing interviews all about. Yeah, man, Rough Beat Studio. Met a lot of artists during that time there as well, at that time there, we had this guy who was named President. Long time I don't see President, and a good few artists came through him. Sweetie Irie, General Levy, and all of these people. Even Alton Ellis. I had the pleasure of pressing the record button when he was doing a dub plate in our studio before he passed. Rest in peace, the Godfather Alton Ellis. You don't know, say yeah. When he must sing Serena, 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 and there's a time him slip and do a bad note, and I said, no, Alton, come back again. and him say Isis, and him just come back again and sing the tune. Now that's a lesson to enough of these up and coming people, because I record a few of them, and you know they've not done a gig yet, they've not done nothing yet, but you know they just don't listen. They're full of zeal, but don't listen. Timing's off, not pitching correctly, but them and when you're trying to correct them know what them I do. That's not how this thing go. You have to listen to the elders then before, just like I had to listen to some elders to learn this thing here called music and my involvement in it. So yeah, Rough Beat was a good experience, and then from that, yeah, I did meet a lot of artists came and recorded down there. Even Dixie Peach, he came down there with Ninja Palmer one time, and him sing one tune, cha la 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 la. Yeah, man. He came there with Ninja Palmer and the late Creation Stepper at the time, and Creation Stepper was singing over Delroy Wilson's music, but it never did use at the time. For some reason, still it never used at the time. So what did go out in the end was Ninja Palmer, Rest Your Soul in Peace, Ninja, yeah, with the one Dixie Peach. So yeah, man, them tunes, they came out, and it was definitely done down there at Rough Beat Studio at the hands of me and my colleagues. So yeah, man. So moving on from there, you done know, say, I started to do a lot more recording now. More of the emergence, because I can't just stop this music. So the production thing was one thing, but I was there having to develop myself as an artist. So I was starting to experiment and sing 1 and 2 tunes, yeah, and get myself in tune, try to find my pitch, and you know, started to be a studio singer basically. And yeah, rose up, do my little homework in the studio, and then say about, when was it? Say about 1999 was the first time I've went on a stage now doing a PA. No band, no nothing like that. Just me up front there with a microphone. Now, if you didn't know me before when it was curfew days, when I was in the band, you couldn't catch me near a microphone. What a way a few decades has made, yeah? It's changed it a lot now. Now I'm in front of a microphone, yeah? I'm going to find lyrics, but that was the first initial break, so it was like the fear, the build-up. And yes, no, we're going to bring on Gregory Fabulous. Gee whiz, I tell you, said the whole of my heart drop on my belly, and I go up there and just had to ride the fear out, yeah? Because if I'd gone up there and not said nothing, you would have froze. I'm telling you. Adrenaline serious. So that was my first time with that. And then from then, I started to do some studio recordings and build up my tones and style. And, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so that was the emergence of Gregory Fabulous from there. So from all of those times there now, I was doing a lot of different music. And then I ended up with the Dread UK Productions. So it turned round to basically, cool, mate, if I can't get people to be a part of this, you might as well just do it yourself. Because I saw this thing set, so you don't know, say, a lot of the time, even like I was never the natural voiced one. So I'd have to pay my money and go studio to go and do my thing. Whereas a lot of my peers, a lot of people used to just say, "No, man, I like your voice, man, I got voice, yo." You know, see it? Yeah, my thing weren't like that. I had to pay to develop mine. And now it reached to a stage where, you know, see it? We are reached to where we need to be with tone of voice and this stuff. Yeah, we experimented with all kind of different genres of music, come round, and all of that was to strengthen the whole ethos and the thing about Gregory Fabulous. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so we've done a lot of things from that, and music had made from that. Yeah, like I was saying, I was doing Dread UK Productions. I've done a lot of collaborations. Like, I'm going to show you a video now of something which I did in the 2000s, yeah, and it was where, you know, along the journey, you meet a lot of different people in the business. Now, this tune here, what I'm going to show you, it was when I met up with some Romany gypsy people. And in fact, the works came through to a man named Nick Manasseh. And Nick Manasseh called me and said, oh, yeah, he's got this project here where they're remixing Balkan reggae. Would I sing something on it? So I just come down there and heard it. And I just bust a little style on it. So the company turned around and liked it. So they said, yeah, we want a video to this. So this is what happened. So I'm going to show you guys a clip of this. Well, I'm going to show you the video, in fact, and make you see the journey, what I've been going through in this music. Yeah, because it's a journey, you know. It's definitely a journey, and it's definitely a liberty. Yeah, because you see, when you hear somebody talking about liberty, it's a true thing because of the life, what you're living. I've always done silly little jobs and whatever, but it's always been music has been the main priority task. Call it what you will, but that is what's been holding me. You know what I mean? Always wanted to be doing music. Yeah, you dream in your bed that you're there in front of crowds of people and they're all cheering for what you're doing. So yeah, I'm living towards the dream. So I'm going to show you this Balkan reggae, yeah? And this is with me mixed up with the Mahara Banda. Yeah, I can't even pronounce that because it's like different language. Anyway, take a look at this, folks. Yeah, let me see if I've got it, if I've shared the screen with you guys. Hold on. Let me share the screen first. Let me share. Hold on, let's press stop there. Wow, I'm telling you, technology, mate. Technology. It just makes you like, alright, let's stop that there. Right, lovely. And let's go like this. Yeah, so this is the autobiography of Gregory Fabulous. I'm just going to share the screen with you guys and bring you in and make you see this a video here, alright? Good. Alright, in the meantime, this is the Balkan reggae thing with yours truly, Gregory Fabulous. Yeah, featured.
Yeah, hear me sound, boy. I saw the thing said, you don't know. Gregory Fabulous step on them case again.
Oh, dear. Press it.
Real Talk Wednesday.
The Dread UK Production YouTube channel. Real talk and real music right here.
Yes, indeed. You don't know. So yeah, that was back when that was when around about 2012, something like that, man. I tell you, I'm massive. Yeah, you don't know. So I saw the thing set. You see, a them thing that we did not do. But you see, alongside all of that, yeah, there was all different aspects of music and life around music, which I was indulging in. You know. Now, even coming up as a young you as well, now we come from a particular area where, some people might say it's a rough area and a tough area when you're in the estates them and you're on your ends, so to speak. It's like, we grow around our ends and the estate them and we have with people around there. So, you see, even with sound business to how we know it from the earlies, it was different. Cause you see what no, when you have your sound system, you used to have your posse and crew. A crew I used to move. So say you have the posses in the area, like where we did there, I said junction posse. So you see junction posse, then would I roll out to certain sound. You don't see it because they might represent them kind of sound there. You would have Young Lion, Kilowatt, Sticks Man. Yeah, these are like Battersea sound them. You know see it? Atlantic sound at the time. You have I Spy. You know see it? And them sound there. Yeah, this was back in the day. So, you see, even with that, the music was evolving and changing, Yeah, because we even as youths, we did our little bit where you go on to the building site, clap the people them wood go build speaker box. Yeah, we grew with all of that. That's part of the activities. You was either part of a group, part of a sound system, or part of a posse. It was kind of like a musical upbringing. It was always some sort of group, your group of people, something are going on inside there. Whether it's sound man, whether it's DJ, whether it's something. There was always a talent in the groups them, And that was what it was like growing up. You had to be part of one of them things there. So, me do my little sound system thing there. But it was swaying more to music and playing football and them thing there. And then, alright then, let's fast forward. From them days there when I was growing up. So I did leave sound system for a while. And then I done an album in my house one time. I did a group of selection of music. And one of those musics there, when I was building this album, I said, you know what? A long time I don't hear no steppers dub or steppers music. Them time there, we used to hear them thing there, and we used to have a berry on me, and we used to spin weird and a skank. Them kind of weird in the early 80s. Yeah. I saw the thing used to set, Jesse, welcome to the building. I saw them things used to set back in the day. So, when I done this album, a brethren by the name of Style, I must have heard one of them tune and say, yo, Fabulous, him of this club, And this was the introduction into the scene, what seems to be out there now, with this so-called roots and culture scene. Yeah? And this was the first time I bucked up Abashanti sound. So when I reached down there now, this was a club called Imperial Gardens. They used to have it on a Sunday night. So I've gone down there and the man said to me, yo, when you sing a tune, when you're going to do your show, yeah, make sure you sing this tune, yeah, where Wayne did here on the album, and you watch the people then's reaction. It was one tune. Who said I should chop I dread? Figo mingle in society. Yeah? Now tell me where you get that idea from, Mr. Bobby Wrong. The place lift up. I say, oh. So, from that now, I start gear my music towards that kind of genre. So you see, like, that was around about 2001, 2002. Yeah? And Abashanti did I play my tune them first. I have to say big up to Abashanti, Joe, and the whole of the Massive, because him on that circuit there was the first man to be playing Gregory Fabulous alongside Julian Fairshare, who did I play a Gregory Fabulous dub plate in the earlys. Yeah, till all of them did I talk about it. Yeah. So I have to big up them man, because they're my foundation for make me know. Then I met a lot of people during the Imperial Gardens thing. So I had my studio already. I was already producing music. So I started to gear music towards the sound system era and stuff. And then around about 2023, Dixie Peach checked me. And me, him, and Creation Stepper, and the one like Ziggy Anderson, we go up to one place upper East London, which so happens to be Jatubby's. So he was going up there and doing some dub plates and this and that. And then Tutus now, man called me and say, yo, he might give me a change to put out this tune. Yeah. So I say, oh, well, the man I put out all tune. Wait, let me go see what I go on here, sir. Then I went to one dance, and then I see people are signed, people are coming up to me and say, oh, is this your record? Yeah, are you Gregory Fabulous? I said, yeah. They said, could you sign this record? I say, wow, they want me sign record. This sound like superstar thing. So there was the emergence of me rolling with the sound system business and in that fraternity. Now, from that was from 2003, and right up until this year here, I kind of like put a pause on that era of things, because I can see things isn't too straight in them arenas there, because you know you're saying roots and culture, and then what I'm seeing is certainly not roots, certainly not culture. I don't know whose culture, and it's certainly not nothing to do with Rasta. So you know, see it, that brings up to the present time. So there was a few weeks back I did a program saying that this is disturbing, airing my views on this sort of thing. And my concerns about how me, with a face of rust upon my face as you see it, yeah, being put into disrepute because of these behaviors. Now, yeah, I understand there's some people upset with me for even talking it, but how long do you turn a blind eye to these things? Yeah, how long do you do that? Because the ones them that is upset with it, they're not Rasta. Yeah, they're not Rasta. Furthermore, they don't go through the plights of Rasta. Now, imagine. Yeah, me I go down the road, yeah, and me look on my face and I say, oh, and then you get some little man walk come style me and say, yo, oh no Rasta now do things right, you know, oh Rasta, for there, underneath rainbow, a place sound I talk about Rastafari. You see it? Because all that text now, you've left it open for any little cheeky man to come talk about. What kind of Rasta that? You stand with them thing there, and then they're going to tell me, then I'm going to tell them, say, no, I don't stand with that behavior. You know? But then you get the fighters, them. Yeah? Them out there and then we spread rumors, say, oh yes, oh he's outspoken, oh he's a homophobic. It's lie. It's lie. I don't care what you want to do in your private life. Yeah? If you was gonna say hi to me, I'd say hello to you. If you're gonna talk reasoning in sense, I'd reason sensible back to you. Yeah? If you poke the bear, I will poke you back. Yeah? If I disagree with you, I will disagree with you. Yeah? Now, they're bringing a lot of this kind of cultural things here. Now, you've got a certain set of people who we all know, so I don't have to keep boosting them up because, you know what I mean, they jump on everybody else's cause and come out on top. Yeah? Because it comes in like, if you disagree with these people, they're going to make your life a hell. They're going to say, what? You know what I mean? They're going to try and cancel you out. They say, oh, nobody don't go to it. You know what I mean? They spread the rumours like that. I know these rumours are being spread about me as we speak. I know that. Yeah? And I know the people who's spreading that is because they're making all of this out of the shaky business. And when you talk about a moral thing, I'm upsetting their thing. Yeah? Because you don't see it. But I mean, like, I'm on earth and you can't please everybody. And right now, you can't expect me, as a Rasta man, to turn a blind eye to them kind of practices. Because right now, them practices, it don't make it. It don't make it at all. You're putting all other Rasta man them in disrepute. And that, I can't deal with that. It's a serious something. So whoever don't like me, whatever it is, yeah, just research the truth. My story is there where it is, yeah, and it's like you need to check that out. Yeah, don't listen to anybody who sits down there and wants to spread rumors because they don't know. Now, I'm giving you the story of who Gregory Fabulous is by the horse's mouth. See, I'm not one of these simple people who can keep up with mockery in front of me and me just boss will just turn a blind eye. Hey, I shouldn't even be there. If it's them thing they are doing, me shouldn't even be there. Don't invite me there. You understand? Because in any other thing, what you do in life, for the people them who dislike what I'm talking, like I've not got a voice or I'm not allowed, who am I to talk? I'm a person whose liberty it's putting in disrepute. That's why I talk. My whole liberty, just like I was explained to you, has been music. And then the influences came from elder Rastas, what they were talking about, what they were standing for. So, you know, if you're troubled about what I've reported and said, which is truth, why I don't even respond for you and your problem with the truth. Cause, you know, nowadays a lot of people, they don't have no moral standing, and then they're going to come tell you about truth or tell you about their picky cause, what they want. You know what I mean? Come talk about human right. But then again, it's not my human right to open my own mouth, what I'm born with, and make an utterance on what I've seen through the lenses of my eyes. That ain't going to be possible. I would always be making music. Yeah? I've got my point of view. Yeah? Maybe just because the way how the people them who makes up all these noise where you can't even call a fireman a fireman now. That's a fire person. Can't call a dustman no more. Yeah? You can't call a matron a woman business. You can't even say woman. Half the politicians don't even know what a woman is because you ask them, what's your definition of a woman? Them silent. Well, a woman is an adult female. That's how easy it is. Yeah? This rainbow business isn't for Rasta. That's for their own things. And you know, for their own causes, they need to stop doing these things there. They jump on the back of women's rights until now woman ain't got no right. They can't even call their own name as a woman. And then they jump on the back of black activism when it's racism. They jump on that now. And then they say they're including about human rights. And you know this is what's going on. Now it's seeping into our Rasta thing. Yeah? Now, there's sound systems now facilitating that, which I disagree with. Jem Ray, welcome to the place. I disagree with it. You know? So we've come to that time there of realization that Gregory Fabulous is not representing under no rainbow whatsoever. The only rainbow what you see around Rasta is Ike's gold and green. Red, gold and green. That's it. I'm not into them teaching this thing to our children in schools. No. Yeah? If you want to do what you're doing as an adult, that's good. Yeah, but when you go to a place like you go to a mosque, you can't go in there and act out your thing and make the people then want to accept that you're like that, because you would be conducting yourself properly inside the mosque. Same like if in a church or in a wherever. If you go into a library, they want you to keep quiet. If you're making noise, they dash you out. So when you go to or where Rasta is supposed to be, we're not supposed to see no rainbows or none of this business. It's just a no-no. Yeah, I'm gonna say that straight. It's not nothing against nothing of you guys. If you want to be that, that's fine. I'm not telling you can't be that, or that's your business. But don't teach it to the children. Don't teach it to the children, and don't bring it into places where you know it's not acceptable. And then you want us to accept it. You know? It just cannot work like that. So I just thought I'll just come here today and fit in a little of my story within the hour, because the hour's quite quick, you know, to even talk the whole thing on how Gregory Fabulous emerged in the business called music. Car, this is my liberty. I live like this. Yeah, I'm an artist. I produce music. Yeah, and I broadcast, as you see me here doing now. I'm giving you my mini biography. So you don't know, so the thing said, we've been in the music for a long time, and we continue to move through with the right message, car we're not in this business here. I'm not in this thing here. I'm not, I'm not tolerant to that. You do that in your own places. You've got your own clubs for that. Yeah, we don't have our own clubs. If we have a reggae club, so he's got to incorporate with all other genres of music, but everything else can have their own. Yeah, and in fact, our thing's censored. Because we can't even talk the truths and rights of Wagwan. We can't even talk about the poverty, what we go through. We can't even talk about half of the things then. Because even in the so-called roots and culture thing, they got everybody talking about Mount Zion and mountaintop and one bag of ja. Nobody ain't talking no real message. People are starved. People are do this and do that. Yeah, but those musics get censored. Yeah, all those tunes about when the Rasta talk about repatriation out of the wicked place. Yeah, those tunes don't play because everybody's on Mount Zion. Come on, man. Whose culture are we talking about here? Yeah, why are you preying the Rasta precepts and then I want Bible it out and do all of these things and then talk about, yeah, it's partial to this and that and there's no thing. Yeah, hijack one love. Put red, gold and green on there and then put a blue and put a different colour and then put a rainbow around it and hijack one love like Bob Marley was singing to you guys. Why, may I tell you, I'm going to leave you with this one tune and it's called Real Life. is out there on the internet, so you check it out forward. And yeah, man, if you want to run up the likes on it, run up the likes on it. You know what I mean? But it's truly been a pleasure being here, doing the real talk and the mini biography. I'll probably have to do a part 2 for real, because there's not enough time, really. But you don't know, so I saw the thing set. We set it like that. It's an hour a day with the Dread UK. So while you're taking this one is called Real Life. Video style. Watch the word play on this tune. We have to get lyrically smart. Cause them people here wicked. I watch every word you say. Looking for an opportunity to cancel you. Just for talking the truth. In the meantime.
Me work all my fingers to the bone. Me never come and moan and groan. So when you see me work all day, trust me, my youth don't ramp with me play. Oh, when me there I work on a fun time. Sometimes me not even get lunchtime. See, they know I'll reach all the deadline. Now a crunch time. We just say, mind me of the runway up. True, you see me, they are ride the humble cart. No for them I play fool, just we get smart.
Real Talk
like
Wednesday.
Come see Almera, long time me should have run way up. True, you see me, they are ride the humble cart.
It's true, me polite, you see.
Play fool, just we get smart.
Well, just check the wordplay and remember.
Remember, business a business and a friend thing. Just like me lyric, them a paper and pen thing. Do not bother tell me about wages is pending. Just give me for me own and no bother with the joke. Long speech. No bother talk about tomorrow. It's like you want me back steal tomorrow. Let's talk about the here and now. So Gregory Fabulous now bow. Move from you. Time me should have run way up. True, you see me, they are ride the humble cart. No for them a play fool, just we get smart. Like you want come see Almera. Long time me should have run way up. True, you see me, they are ride the humble cart.
I listen to you in my
no
car.
for them a play fool, just we get smart. Like you want come see Almera. Remember, business a business and a friend thing. Just like me lyric, them a paper and pen thing. Do not bother tell me about wages is pending. Just give me for me own and no bother with the joke. Long speech. No bother talk about tomorrow. It's like you want me back steal tomorrow. Let's talk about the here and now. So Gregory Fabulous now bow. Move from you.
The Dread UK Production YouTube channel.
You see me, they are ride the humble cart. No for them a play fool, just we get smart. Like you want come see Almera. Long time me should have run way up. True, you see me, they are ride the humble cart. No for them a play fool, just we get smart. Like you want come see Almera. Long time me should have run way up. True, you see me, they are ride the humble cart. No for them a play fool, just we get smart. Like you want come see Almera.
A long time we should have run way ahead,
True,
boy.
they are ride the humble cart. No for them a play fool, just we get smart.
And that me say, I just true me get polite, you know.
In a real life. In a real life.
So once again, big up to all of my VIPs, them inside the room, you know. Yeah. Every one of you, big up the one like Josephine, Jesse in the building, Mandy, Bluebird, Steve Rowe. Oh, you mean a whole heap of people around here? Manu, yeah, the whole crew, Jemria. Oh gosh, man, a set of them round here in the VIP live, real time. Lots up to all of those who's catching the rerun, cause you don't know, say, the rerun, You don't know, say, if you've not subscribed yet while you're watching the rerun, please do hit that subscription button and get into the action, and then you can be here live in real time. Tomorrow we're here for Promote the Thing. It's Thursday already, and you don't know, say, it's all about the productions, what's happening over here in the UK. So you tune in for that right here on the Dread UK Production YouTube channel, and we'll be back here, elements permitting, for your promotion day tomorrow. Blessed love, family, till such time we did there, and we are gonna make some steps right now. So watch out now. Blessed steps to each and every one of you until such time. Seeing Gregory Fabulous was here. We are move.
Okay, Taddy ho, farewell. Do tune in again from your host, Gregory Fabulous from the Dread UK.
Gregory Fabulous, come on, get up again!